It's called the Portsmouth Gas and
But it's in
Plant.
Piketon.
Just like
Okay.
just
So
like
I'm sorry.
Paducah's called the Paducah plant, but it's
Okay.
actually in Knievel, Kentucky.
Oh, okay, okay. So,
they hid it behind the hills. It was a good place, you know. And then they had the steel mill here in Portsmouth that did work for them also.
okay,
And they got so contaminated. It's gone now.
okay.
So you know, this area got pretty contaminated between the A plant and the steel mill.
And when you started working there, did they ever tell you like what they're working on? I mean, obviously you didn't know about the oil.
No.
But you didn't know anything else.
I didn't know anything about it. See, I worked motor shops.
Mhm.
They had this new project
Mhm.
where you was a apprentice for 6 months.
Okay.
So we went in every building. And that's how come I know about all the buildings, because I was in them.
Oh, okay.
The X700 and the X720
Mhm.
and the X705 is where they had a plutonium project. Those workers got so contaminated, they had to take them to Oak Ridge to get their body counts down. And I have somewhere in my records their body counts. And Tom Salisbury called me and he said, I felt like I needed to tell somebody.
Mhm.
And he said, you was the candidate. He said, but I felt like we, the workers at X705, should have been monitored more.
Definitely.
He said, because I think that was probably the worst place on site, because we worked with straight plutonium there, he said.
Yeah. Why was plutonium needed? Like, what were they trying to do?
I don't know.
I don't know either. That's what I'm trying to.
I know they had glove box there. They were reprocessing it.
Mm.
And right now, what they want to do is bring in transuranics from all these sites around the world to clean them up and feed it to the system. I don't know if they're going to feed it to the depleted uranium site or where they're going to feed this at.
Okay.
But they want to put 2 small modular reactors there and a hydrogen plant there. And they're putting these plants on top of contaminated ground.
Yeah.
The whole plant is contaminated. You can't get out of that. And plus, it's already into the community. I work with Dr. Ketter taking samples, and we have found it contaminated right now 15 miles away. I had an air monitor over here that I loaned it to some people in Piketon so they can get it. And we were picking it up here after they started that centrifuge in November. And I don't think they stopped that centrifuge.
I don't think so.
And they could still run it.
Yeah.
But I know back in 1985, they tried to put a laser procedure, laser something in there, and we bought that. But they shut it down. And as soon as they shut it down, they started checking the lunchroom, and the lunchroom was finding alpha daughters.
Gotcha.
So it was contaminated in 85 when they shut it down, and then they started storing the waste over there. So before they started this back up, I know they took a lot of the centrifuge stuff out because I saw it in a building on the other side of Waverly. But did they get all the contamination out of that building before they started up? I doubt it.
Yeah.